For the last time, madam. You must leave the plane immediately.
But I don't understand. I'm going on vacation. You can't throw me off. What's going on?
Like I said, it's your size. You're too large for one seat, and there's no spare one for you to purchase.
She's saying you're too fat to fly, Tubby. And she's right.
Hey, no. That's not fair. I've paid for my ticket, so I'm staying here.
If you won't leave, madam, the police will deal with you.
Quite right. Get rid of the jelly belly. She'll make us crash.
Ew, she's gross. If I was married to her, I'd file for divorce.
Fancy letting yourself go like that. I've seen smaller whales.
Now, madam, will you come quietly, or will I have to arrest you?
Yeah, lock her up for being too fat and ugly.
And throw away the key. My God, she's disgusting.
Leave me alone, please. I just want to go on vacation.
Ma'am, as you are resisting, you give me no choice. I'll have to handcuff you and escort you off the plane.
Please, no.
For my wife and I, that was the most embarrassing day of our lives by far. It was awful. I cringe when I think of being dragged off the plane, with passengers hurling abuse as we went. She was a pitiful sight. Tears streaming down her cheeks, hands cuffed behind her back, humiliation written all over her face. All because she was just too fat. It seemed like the world had ended. Our dream vacation to Europe was ruined, and my wife's already low self-esteem evaporated completely. And me? I felt ashamed I could do nothing to help. But, as things turned out, that awful day was not the end, but the beginning. You see, that nightmare episode set a strange series of events in motion, and these led directly to my discovery of the exotic island loophole. What's the exotic island loophole, I hear you ask? Stick with me for the next 3 minutes, and I will reveal everything. But in short, it's a hidden secret that transformed my loving wife's life and appearance, then did the same thing for thousands of people all over the world. Better still, it can help you lose weight fast too. The exotic island loophole is so extraordinary that it caused Jane O'Brien, a 44-year-old mother of two from Cranston, Rhode Island, to melt away 55 pounds of ugly fat from her waist, thighs, hips, and face, all without dieting and without exercise. In just weeks, she went from looking like this to being proud to look like this. Her friends couldn't believe their eyes, and her husband couldn't keep his hands off her new, slim, sexy body. Instead of flopping around in oversized t-shirts and baggy clothes, she showed off her new look with figure-hugging dresses and tight jeans. She not only looked great, she felt fantastic too. No more joint pain, exhaustion, or depression. Nowadays, she bounds through life with an enthusiasm that has everyone wondering, what the heck happened to Jane? Her husband, John, loved her transformation so much, he decided to try the exotic island loophole for himself. And the results were extraordinary. 32 pounds of beer belly gone within a month. His pudgy dad bod transformed into a slim, lean figure. Double chins and love handles gone for good. In no time at all, both Jane and John went from being obese and miserable to being super slim, happy, and falling in love with each other all over again. What's truly amazing is they achieved all this without significantly overhauling their lifestyle. They both loved their food and continued to enjoy all their favorite meals: pizza, French fries, ice cream, chocolate cake, and all the rest. In fact, they became so fit that their appetite increased. They consumed even more of their favorite delicious foods, like hamburgers, donuts, and cookies, to keep up with the calories they were burning. As for working out, hardly. They never once stepped on the treadmill or did an intense workout, yet the fat still melted away. Sounds too good to be true, right? How do I know this? Because I'm John O'Brien, Jane's husband. And if you're skeptical, I get it. I was too, when I first stumbled across this hidden secret and saw the changes firsthand. But when I explain how this works, you'll see that it all makes perfect sense. Plus, you'll understand how the exotic island loophole can work for you. Simply by applying this simple hack from home, you'll be able to turn your body into a fat-burning machine. I'll reveal to you the one tropical fruit that you need to be eating to maximize fat burning by up to 250%. You'll smile with pleasure as all that stubborn, unwanted fat drains away. And although it seems incredible, you'll achieve all this without ever having to count a calorie, go to a gym, or buy expensive fitness equipment. A few seconds a day is all it takes to achieve a total body transformation that makes you look and feel fantastic. So, if the exotic island loophole works so well, why haven't you heard about it before? Great question, and I have all the answers coming up in the next few minutes. Hi, as I mentioned, I'm John O'Brien. As you already know, I'm the husband of Jane, the lady whose weight loss transformation sparked the amazing story I'm about to reveal. I'm also a high school principal here in Cranston, Rhode Island, which means I take the truth very seriously. So you can be sure that everything in this story is 100% verifiable. Be warned though, you're about to hear some facts that are shocking and disturbing. You'll discover how Big Pharma and the weight loss industry put profit before honesty, hiding the simple secret to being slim, healthy, and happy. You'll hear how a rogue doctor with a conscience is risking his career to expose the truth. He's finally pulling back the curtain to reveal the dirty secret that's keeping you fat. You'll gasp as you see the clinical studies and university research that turn conventional wisdom about fat loss upside down. And you'll probably get angry too. Because when you see how simple the solution is, you'll be furious no one has revealed this to you before. In my opinion, the entire weight loss industry has invested heavily in keeping this important secret away from you. But I'm spilling the beans and sharing everything you need to know. I'll show you how the villagers on a remote, beautiful Greek island inherited the secret to losing weight, looking great, and living exceptionally long, healthy lives. And I'll explain how you can apply the exotic island loophole in your life. Just like these slim fit Europeans, who frequently live to be happy and healthy at 110 years old, you'll discover the secret to losing weight while eating your favorite foods every day. Even if the only exercise you get is putting a big smile on your face. Just like them, you'll be able to lose unwanted fat wherever it may be on your body. Watch all that ugly cellulose melt away from your waist, hips, thighs, buns, arms, and face. Finally get rid of that stubborn belly fat that seems impossible to lose. Rebuild that slim, toned body you had decades ago and feel like a teenager once more. And that's not all. You'll also discover how to support a new, healthy heart, boost your brain power, and support healthy blood pressure levels, dramatically reducing your risk of getting life-threatening conditions. Plus, you'll regain the energy of your youth, bursting out of bed each morning full of excitement, enthusiasm, and the sheer joy of being alive. In fact, you can expect similar results to tens of thousands of delighted people who have already used this method to revolutionize their health and lose an average of 27 pounds. Instead of struggling with another useless diet and exercise regimen, they've switched to the fat-burning fast track, often losing several pounds in the first few weeks. They're so happy, they can't stop talking about the exotic island loophole.
Finally, a weight loss solution that actually works. I didn't know it was possible to lose 34 pounds, but that's what happened. Every morning, I bounce out of bed full of energy and excited to see my ever slimmer reflection in the mirror.
I had to throw out most of my clothes because they didn't fit me anymore. They were all too big. Now I have a whole new wardrobe of sexy, slim-fitting clothes I'm excited to wear. I love going out at night, enjoying all those admiring glances.
I love my food, so there's just no way that I could give up pizza or ice cream. And guess what? I didn't have to. I lost over 33 pounds while still enjoying everything from french fries to donuts. Who knew you could lose weight while sitting on your couch? I love it.
I'd love to show you even more of these success stories. After all, I've got so many. But I know you're busy, And what you really want to know is what this means for you. In short, it means an opportunity for you to get similar results, or perhaps do even better, simply by adopting a new routine that takes just seconds a day. Just think how losing all that excess fat would change your life. Never again would you look in the mirror and see that awful, saggy, blubbery shape staring back at you. You wouldn't have to choose clothes that hide your size, or miss out on trips to the beach, too ashamed to show your body. Instead, you'll be able to enjoy life to the fullest, proud of your appearance and happy to flaunt what you've got. You'll have the energy to do activities with your children and loved ones, and you'll regain youthful looks, glowing skin, and beautiful hair. Now, I want to get straight to the point, because in my opinion, we have Big Pharma and the weight loss industry breathing down our necks. They're desperately trying to stop us sharing this life-changing information. They may want this video taken down because their profits depend on you buying their useless products again and again. Anytime now, a legal injunction could force our web hosting company to remove this video. So be sure to watch the whole presentation now while you still can. You'll discover why simple mistakes are making you fat, plus what you can do about it. So if you're ready to finally attain the body of your dreams, buckle in and enjoy the ride. First up, a disclaimer. I'm not a famous scientist or even a medical doctor. I'm John O'Brien, a family man and high school principal. I'm a regular person, just like you. And in a strange way, that's what makes me special. You see, I don't have anything invested in the weight loss industry. Unlike scientists, I'm not influenced by big grants from so-called health corporations. And unlike doctors, I'm not swayed by freebies and incentives from drug companies. I'm an independent thinker. After 20 years of teaching high school, I know when students are lying about who wrote their assignments or what's in their locker. If something doesn't quite add up, I can tell. It's like a sixth sense, or to put it another way, a bull poop detector. And ever since Jane started trying to lose weight with diets and exercise, my bull poop detector has been on full alert. I always thought these fat loss programs were scammy, if not outright fraudulent. I'd watch Jane sweat away on the treadmill in our garage for a whole hour, and she'd come into the kitchen exhausted and starving hungry, yet she was supposed to satisfy her hunger with a few sprigs of broccoli, half a carrot, and a glass of water. No way. Then when she weighed herself on the bathroom scales, guess what? She wasn't slimmer. She was heavier. No wonder she cried herself to sleep every night. All that effort invested in losing weight. All that money spent on diet plans, exercise machines, and workout gear. All for nothing. It was so disheartening. This was not the life we dreamed of when we met all those years ago. Back then, I was a rookie teacher starting my first term at a new school. I joined the local church to make friends in the community, and that's where I met my future wife. I think Jane saw me as a bit of a dork at first, shy, embarrassed, and nervous. But for me, it was love at first sight. I'm not saying she was Miss America, but she did have a lovely, slim figure that knocked me sideways. She had a wonderful smile and was always the life and soul of the party. Somehow, I persuaded Jane to go on a date with me, and before long, we were married. At first, life was fantastic, but over the years, Jane changed. She's a wonderful cook, and we had lots of delicious meals together, so it wasn't too surprising when we both packed on a few extra pounds. The same thing was happening to all our friends, so we didn't worry too much. But then, Jane's mom had a sudden heart attack and passed away. Jane was devastated, of course, especially when the doctor said obesity was the root cause. As well as struggling with grief, Jane worried that the same fate would befall her. She looked at her flabby thighs and love handles, hating what she saw. And that's how the diet binge cycle started. I'm sure you know this part of the story because you've been there yourself. Jane tried diet after diet and exercise plan after exercise plan. She bought all the fitness gadgets she saw on QVC and worked out to YouTube videos. She tried the Atkins diet, the paleo diet, the grapefruit diet, and the DASH diet. She would even choke down on top-rated diet pills from Amazon that would just leave her feeling sick and running to the toilet every 15 minutes. And you know what? My bull poop detector was flashing red all the time because I saw she was getting nowhere fast. No matter how hard she tried, she always ended up back in the same place, crying in front of the TV, trying to cheer herself up with yet another bar of chocolate. Of course, once she'd given in, the binge part of the cycle would begin. Triple cheese pizza, strawberry ice cream, cookies, donuts. Heck, she'd eat whatever she could find in the fridge, leftovers and all. Inevitably, she put on weight faster than ever. Getting fat made her miserable, and being miserable made her eat, which made her even fatter. There was no end to the cycle. I did try to love her like before, but it wasn't easy. How could I feel attracted to a woman who was just getting fatter? When her weight caused her to start snoring, that was it. I started sleeping in the spare room. After all, I have an important job. I needed my sleep. So that was the end of our sex life. We lived more like brother and sister, growing further and further apart. Jane gave up even the pretense of trying to lose weight, as her misery led her to eat even more. Sometimes I would take her out to dinner, hoping to patch things up, but she hated to be seen in public, knowing she would never get admiring glances from men, only condescending glares from slimmer, more attractive women. Over time, things went from bad to worse. Jane packed on another 27 pounds, getting ever more ashamed of the way she looked. She even started saying things like,
"You'd be better off without me."
And
maybe I should just end it all.
That's when I knew I had to do something to get her out of this downward spiral. So I booked a vacation to Europe, 2 weeks on a beautiful Greek island where we could rediscover the joys of being alive. Well, you know how that turned out. With Jane getting thrown off the plane, our vacation got off to the worst start imaginable. But this time, I refused to let things slide. I booked a later flight with a different airline, getting our vacation back on track. We finally arrived on the magical Greek island of Icaria, in the heart of the Mediterranean. Our Airbnb was a lovely guest house on the grounds of an old-fashioned Greek farm. When I saw it, I had big hopes for turning things around. But things didn't go the way I planned. After the plane episode, Jane was so humiliated about her weight that she locked herself in the bathroom and cried. No matter how much I begged and pleaded, she wouldn't budge. As Jane refused to go out to eat, I decided to bring her some food. I walked to the farmhouse, where the farmer's wife greeted me in broken English. When I explained the problem, she invited me into her kitchen. There, she prepared a basket full of wonderful food. Big, ripe tomatoes, avocado, fresh fish, nuts, and a selection of juicy fruits, plus a bottle of local red wine. It looked fantastic. That was the first surprise of the day. The second surprise came when she introduced me to her family. I met the farmer, his children, and his grandparents. They all looked so fit and healthy, not an ounce of fat to be seen. Grandma and Granddad looked like they were in their 50s. So when I learned they were approaching 80, I nearly fell off my chair. But the biggest surprise was yet to come. A slim, sprightly old lady came in through the back door, carrying potatoes freshly dug from the backyard. She looked like she was in her 70s too, so I guess she must be Grandma's sister. The farmer laughed out loud when I said that. "Oh no," he replied. "That's great-grandma. She's 105. 105 years old. Yet she looked slim and fit. Plus, she'd spent all afternoon digging potatoes." Now I understood I'd stumbled across something special. There was something unique about the people on this island. So after taking the basket of food to Jane, I set out to explore. I spent the rest of the day traveling around Icaria, stopping to chat with people I met along the way. Most people spoke at least some English, and if they didn't, we used good old-fashioned sign language. I soon realized the farmer's family was no exception. Everybody on the island seemed to be slim, fit, and glowing with health. They were bursting with energy and enjoying life to the fullest. It was like they discovered some kind of shortcut to better health. What's more, they lived exceptionally long lives. Great-grandma turned out to be a youngster. Many people on the island were over 110 years old. So why is it that Americans like Jane and I kept packing on the pounds, while the Icarian Islanders ate wonderful food and still stayed slim, svelte, and attractive? As a high school educator, I knew this was no fluke. There had to be a real science behind it. But where could I find out more? I soon had my clue. When I asked one lady how she stayed so thin, she laughed and pointed up the mountain. "You need to talk to Dr. Truman. He's American, and he's interested in all of this too." Following her directions, I made the long walk up the mountain to Dr. Truman's home. The road was steep and narrow, so by the time I found his cottage, I was exhausted. I hoped the good doctor would give me a long, cool drink on a shady patio, but it was not to be. When I rang the bell, an old man with white hair opened the door. He looked at me suspiciously. "Dr. Truman, pleased to meet you," I said. "I understand you're an expert on the health of the Icarian people. If you don't mind, I'd like to ask you some questions." The doctor snarled at me. "Ha! Another journalist! I'll tell you what I've told all of them. I can't talk to you because it will get me into big trouble. Clear off!" With that, he slammed the door. I knocked and knocked again, but he refused to answer. There was nothing I could do but walk all the way back down the mountain and go home to the farm. Despite the setback, I knew I was onto something. What did Dr. Truman know that interested journalists so much? And why would sharing this get him into big trouble? I opened my laptop, got online, and started my research. I soon discovered that I was right in my suspicions. There really is something special about Icaria.
What if there was a place, an idyllic island, where residents don't go to gyms, don't take any sort of special pills or adhere to fad diets, and yet they live longer and have a quality of life many far younger souls could only envy? It's certainly hard to believe in a fountain of youth outside of mythology or movies. But then again, it may also be hard to believe what my Nightline co-anchor Bill Weir actually found when he traveled to an amazing place in the Aegean Sea.
How would you like to live to be 100? Turns out there are communities around the world called blue zones that may have found the secret to living a long and healthy life.
A lot's changed since I saw you 3 months ago.
Absolutely.
You lost a lot of weight.
Yeah, like 37 pounds.
Unbelievable.
Yeah.
And I've lost 75 pounds and 10 inches off my waist.
You lost 75 pounds?
The people of Icaria live at least 10 years longer, and with radically lower rates of serious illness like heart disease and dementia. Right now, a team of scientists is trying to find the answer. And what they discover might change the way we all live.
Without heart disease, cancer, diabetes, or any of these diseases plaguing Americans.
A miraculous remote island in Greece where locals have a unique way of living. Welcome to Icaria, one of 5 blue zones in the world where the oldest and healthiest people live. 1 in every 3 Icarians live to be over 90 years old, and scientists from around the world have been flocking here to uncover their secrets on longevity.
I lost 17 pounds.
17 pounds.
I did.
Wow.
I did.
That's amazing. That's over a pound a week.
How important do you think that kind of fresh food, that clean food, is to allowing people to live the kind of long life that they enjoy here in Icaria?
It's one of the few places in the world known as a blue zone, where the locals live exceptionally long, healthy lives. The Icarian Islanders are lucky people, that's for sure. They live on a unique island where they enjoy nature's gifts to the fullest. Lots of healthy fruit and vegetables, a healthy harvest of fresh fish, an abundance of olive oil, plus, of course, a never-ending supply of wonderful Greek wine. In a specific part of the Greek islands, known as the Blue Zone, people are known to live very long lives. But what's special about Icaria is that the people are exceptionally slim, too. They enjoy all the wonderful food around them to the fullest, often eating 4 or 5 big meals per day. What's more, they don't exercise much. To them, the idea of pounding away on a treadmill seems insane. Why do that when you can enjoy laying by the beach? From the conventional view of medicine, it didn't add up. These people eat all the delicious food they want and rarely exercise, yet they remain slim, trim, and attractive. No wonder the Icarians have such large families. I bet couples just can't keep their hands off each other. What was the secret? The internet couldn't give me the exact answers, but I knew Dr. Truman could. So, the next day, I again made the long, hot trek up the mountain to his cottage. I rang the bell, and Dr. Truman opened the door. As soon as he recognized me, he tried to slam it shut again, but I was too quick. I jammed my foot in the door. "Dr. Truman, I'm not a journalist," I shouted. "Please hear what I have to say." The doctor glared at me. "Then who are you?" "I'm just a regular guy who wants to help his wife. She has to lose weight before her size kills her. I know there's something special here that could help, and I think you have the answer." The doctor looked at me thoughtfully for a moment, then nodded. "Okay, I believe you. Come in." This time, I did get a long, cool drink on a shaded patio. As I sipped my Greek-style sangria, Truman told me a story that blew my mind. The good doctor had spent most of his career working as a general physician in Omaha, Nebraska. He loved being a family doctor, but he was very concerned about the changes he saw in his career. When he was a young doctor, being overweight was barely a factor in his practice at all. But 20 years later, it was the biggest cause of health problems. It broke his heart to see patients dying from heart attacks, diabetes, strokes, and cancer, all because they couldn't control their weight. One day, Truman made a life-changing decision. He quit his job and set off on a quest to solve the weight loss problem. It would be his life's work. His research led him first to the blue zones of the world, and then to the very special island of Ikaria. Like me, he had noticed that Ikaria was different because the people are so slim. And after careful study and research, he figured out why. By now, I was on the edge of my seat. So what was the secret? I asked, breathlessly. The doctor shook his head. I'm sorry, but I can't share that with you. If I tell the world about this, the big weight loss corporations may do anything to discredit me. They might use their expensive lawyers to sue, and I don't have the money to fight back. They'll take my cottage and bankrupt me. I could see that he was genuinely scared, but I couldn't give up. I was close to finding the answer, so I tried a different approach. I see that you can't reveal to just anyone, but can you please help me save Jane? I still love her, despite everything. I just want to give her some hope. The doctor nodded slowly. I guess you're right. This information is too important to keep to myself. So, if you think it will help your wife, I'll explain what I found. Here's the first thing you need to know. The weight loss industry has been lying to you for years. That's why they're so desperate to keep me quiet. What the doctor told me next shocked me to the core. He explained that study after study has shown that diet and exercise do nothing to help you lose weight. It's all a big scam, forcing you to buy more diet programs and more exercise machines. The doctor took me into his private office and pulled a pile of paperwork out of a drawer. He said, "Look at this. A whole stack of scientific evidence that flies in the face of everything you've been taught about losing weight." A review of 25 clinical studies said, research paradoxically suggests that measures of attempted eating restriction might represent robust predictors of weight gain. In other words, dieting makes you fat. This is such a big problem that Sandra Amott, PhD, even wrote a book on the topic. She called it Why Diets Make Us Fat. And there's more. After conducting clinical studies, Tracy Mann, professor of psychology at the University of Minnesota, said, "It appears that weight regain is the typical long-term response to dieting rather than the exception. Dieting has the exact opposite effect to the one you want. You don't drop pounds, you just pile on more." There's much more research from prestigious universities that comes to the same conclusion. And it's not just diet, it's true of exercise too. In a study at the University of Texas, nearly 100 sedentary participants started exercising as part of a clinical trial. By the end of the study, the average participant had lost almost no weight, despite sticking to a regular exercise regimen. All in all, diet and exercise programs have proved to be a complete waste of time as far as fat loss is concerned. A study published in Medical Clinics of North America said, obesity interventions typically result in early rapid weight loss, followed by a weight plateau and progressive regain. It's crazy. The weight loss industry is ripping everybody off to the tunes of billions of dollars a year. Dr. Truman thumped the pile of papers down on his desk. All this evidence, and it's just the tip of the iceberg. The experts know you won't lose weight by dieting or through exercise. Even if you drop some pounds in the short term, you are sure to put it all back on again. Most likely, you'll even end up fatter than before. But of course, the greedy boards of the weight loss corporations don't want you to know that. They want you to buy their latest diet plan, exercise program, or workout device. That's how they pay for their mansions, luxury yachts, and Rolls Royces. This was very illuminating, but we needed to get back on track to help my wife. I said, "So, Dr. Truman, did you discover a solution that actually works?" "Oh yes, I found the answer all right. My research showed that the root cause behind weight gain is not overeating or lack of exercise, but a damaged metabolism. You see, when you are a child, you have a healthy metabolism that burns fat at a high rate, just like it's supposed to. You can eat almost anything you want and still stay slim. But as an adult, as you age, you start to suffer from a new problem, one that I call electron dysfunction. Your cells produce damaged molecules, sending spare electrons cannoning through your body. Millions of these electrons crash into atoms, distorting or destroying them. Harvard Health says these out-of-control electrons are damaging by their very nature and take the rap for everything from rapid weight gain, accelerated aging, and fatigue. As you can imagine, with this happening millions of times a day throughout your body, things soon stop functioning correctly. Your metabolism gets slower. Fat burning slows to a crawl, so you start storing fat instead of burning it. No prizes for guessing what happens next. You get fatter by the day. That made perfect sense to me. But it raised another question. I asked him, but what about the people here on Ikaria? How do they avoid electron dysfunction? The doctor smiled. Ah, great question. Here's the thing. I've discovered that the Icarian lifestyle makes all the difference. It's unique because so many of the foods they eat are super high in antioxidants. What's great about antioxidants is that they mop up all those unwanted electrons. So when you live the Icarian lifestyle, you don't get electron dysfunction. Instead, you get what I call electron cohesion. In other words, everything in your body works the way it's supposed to, just like when you were a kid. It's like turning back the clock. Your metabolism speeds up, and you don't just burn fat, you incinerate it. All those extra pounds melt away and you end up with a body like someone from Ikaria. Slim, toned, and attractive. Now, I was really getting excited about the possibilities. I could see how electron dysfunction is the real reason why people put on weight so easily. And I understood that achieving electron cohesion was the obvious solution. It all made perfect sense. Dr. Truman went on to explain that the small population of skinny people back home in the US who can eat whatever they want and not put on weight have actually evolved metabolisms and are able to process these damaged electrons. But I had another question. But doctor, how will that help Jane? Sure, she can eat like an Icarian while she's here in the Mediterranean. But what about when we go home? You can't buy all this stuff in Walmart. Now Dr. Truman had a real twinkle in his eye. I could tell he had something up his sleeve that he was just bursting to share. He laughed. Well, I guess it's time to reveal my biggest secret. I've never shared this with anyone before, but I think you need to see my discovery. He reached into a desk drawer and pulled out a vial. Inside, I could see a clear liquid. The doctor's voice dropped to a whisper. This is my life's work. You won't have to worry about finding all those high antioxidant foods, because they're all here. I identified all the super antioxidants in the Icarian diet and located the ingredients that produce them. Then I distilled those ingredients down into this extra concentrated form. Next, I worked on increasing the bioavailability. That means you get total absorption of all these antioxidants, so you get maximum effect. What I'm holding in my hand may be the most potent fat loss invention ever created. If you can persuade Jane to try this, I know you'll be amazed at the results. I'll never forget that moment. You could almost hear a pin drop. Now it was my time to whisper. So, what exactly is in the vial, Doc? The doc consulted his notes. First of all, we have vinagre de cidre de manzana. A 2018 study of this powerful ingredient shows that it possesses significant anti-hyperglycemic and antioxidant effects. That makes it perfect for addressing electron dysfunction and bringing greater atomic harmony. Plus, research shows this ingredient also supports healthy cholesterol and blood sugar levels within normal ranges. Then there's iodine. One study shows that iodine can be an antioxidant that's effective in reducing free electron impairment. As a major bonus, it also supports thyroid function. Research shows that people with a properly working thyroid lose weight naturally. The formula also includes pomegranate juice, which contains higher levels of antioxidants than most other fruits. In fact, it has 3 times more antioxidants than red wine or green tea, making it a highly potent ingredient. Pomegranates are also rich in polyphenols and conjugated linolenic acid, both of which have been shown to support weight loss. Then there's beet juice, which contains multiple antioxidants that help with achieving electron cohesion. But that's not all. These compounds also help support a healthy inflammatory response in the liver while enhancing its ability to remove toxins from the body. So beet juice does a lot to boost your metabolism and assist you in burning the maximum amount of fat possible. I also added folate, which has proven antioxidant properties too. Folate also supports healthy blood pressure and protection of the brain too. So this is another powerful ingredient that fine-tunes your metabolism. And wait, there's more. I also included several vitamins with antioxidant properties, such as B6 and B12. Basically, I've succeeded in bottling the Icarian diet. Isn't that neat? I was speechless. This was more than just neat. It was amazing. Right then and there, I knew I was looking at the secret of the Icarian people. This was the biohack that allowed them to stay slim and healthy in their paradise by the sea. It was what I called their exotic island loophole, the hack that made their island lives so wonderful. And now, the doc had succeeded in bottling it. I couldn't wait for Jane to try it, because if it worked, the results would be literally life-changing. Already, I could picture it. There was Jane, slim and attractive once more, all that horrible fat incinerated and gone forever. Her smile had come back, and she was feeling the joy of life once more. I just wanted to hug her and kiss her, and then... Sorry, I was getting carried away there. I was giddy just thinking about it and couldn't wait to share the news with Jane. The doc put the vial in a sealed container and explained exactly how Jane should take it. I rushed back to the guest house, excited to share my wonderful news. Although Jane had finally made it out of the bedroom, she still looked depressed and miserable. But when I started to share my news, she sat up in astonishment. For the first time in years, Jane looked excited as I explained all about electron dysfunction and electron cohesion. But the big moment came when I showed her the exotic island loophole, the Icarian weight loss secret in a bottle. She couldn't wait to try it. So carefully following Dr. Truman's instructions, I gave her the first few drops in a glass of water. It didn't taste great, and we wondered if such a small amount of anything could make a difference. But this was our only hope. We needn't have worried. Next morning, Jane stepped on the bathroom scales and found she had already lost weight. Amazing! I thought it might be a fluke, but the next day, she lost another pound. Jane was overjoyed and she regained the sparkle she had when we first met. Each morning, she was excited to step on the scales and see the pounds just melting away. Sometimes a pound, sometimes more. It was wonderful to hear her scream with joy as she saw the numbers get lower by the day. By the end of our vacation, Jane had already lost 25 pounds and she was like a new woman. She had curves once again, and the ugly cellulite on her thighs was disappearing fast. Her skin glowed, and her hair looked shiny with health. By this time, we weren't sleeping in separate bedrooms anymore. We were finally together again, rediscovering the intimacy we had lost. Our vacation had become a second honeymoon. When we arrived home at Rhode Island Airport, Jane's sister was there to meet us. You should have seen her face when Jane stepped out, looking fantastic. Her jaw dropped to the floor.
My God, Jane, is that really you? You look stunning. What the hell happened in Europe? Whatever it is, I want it. Sign me up.
She wasn't the only one to be amazed. As we settled back into home life, all our friends were astonished at Jane's transformation. Week by week, she continued to lose weight, the pounds just melting away like butter in a hot pan. Just look at Jane's transformation. She went from looking like this to being proud to look like this. And what amazed her friends most was that Jane achieved all this without starving herself and barely any exercise. They ate salad, ran for miles, and spent hours in the gym, yet still weighed the same. Jane, on the other hand, tucked into pasta, cakes, and chocolatey desserts. Some of the only exercise she got was picking up the remote to change from one TV channel to another. Yet still, the weight fell away. And all it took was a few seconds a day to top up with a few drops of the doc's incredible formulation. Losing weight really couldn't have been any easier. Before we knew it, Jane had dropped 42 pounds and had to throw out most of her clothes. They were way too big. She had a ball going to the mall and buying figure-hugging outfits that showed off her ever-trimmer new figure. As you can imagine, Jane's friends were beside themselves trying to figure out her secret. How could she shed pounds so effortlessly, while they put themselves through hell and achieved nothing? Jane wanted to share her news, but I had promised Dr. Truman I wouldn't reveal his findings. But now I knew how truly potent the formula was. It was crazy to keep this to ourselves. So many people needed help losing weight, and I had the answer right there in my hands. So I found Dr. Truman's number in Ikaria and called him. I explained how Jane was losing weight faster than we thought possible, making her slimmer and happier than ever. The doc was delighted with the news and agreed we couldn't keep this to ourselves. He said, "You're quite correct. I started this project to solve the weight gain crisis. So, having found the solution, I have no right to stop everyone from benefiting. You have my permission to do what you like with my formula, as long as you keep my name out of it. I'll help you all I can, but I don't want to get sued." With Dr. Truman's help, I prepared more of the exotic island Loophole in bottle form. When Jane asked her friends to try her formula, they agreed without hesitation. They wanted to look like Jane too. I was nervous at first because I wasn't sure if the formula would work for everyone. I needn't have worried. Within days, we started getting exciting phone calls and messages from Jane's friends.
"I've lost 5 pounds already. Where did you get this stuff?"
OMG, the weight's just falling off me.
Is this stuff even legal? It seems crazy powerful.
I dropped another 2 pounds. This is freaky, but in a good way.
The news just kept getting better and better. Everyone who tried the formula kept losing weight. They stopped exercising and threw away their diet plans. Instead, they took the formula once a day and watched the transformation unfold. As the weeks turned into months, our beta testers didn't just lose a lot of weight, they completely transformed their lives. The phone calls and messages kept coming thick and fast.
I love looking in the mirror, and I'm dating again for the first time in years.
This is amazing. I'm brimming with confidence and bursting with energy. I feel like a teenager again.
I thought our love life was over for good, but hubby is getting very frisky nowadays. He just loves my new look.
My doctor says I'm healthier now than I was 10 years ago, all because I finally got into shape.
I thought I'd never lose that stubborn belly fat, but it's gone. It's vanished.
It was so exciting to be helping people in such a positive way. The problem was, I couldn't keep up with the demand. So many people wanted the formula that I couldn't make it fast enough at home. I called Dr. Truman again and explained how fast this was growing. He was so excited that his life's work was having such an impact. And he agreed the only way forward was to turn the formula into a real manufactured product. That way, we could help many more people. Over the next year, we worked together to turn this idea into a reality. We talked almost every day on Zoom and swapped hundreds of emails. Based on feedback from our beta testers, the doc refined the formula to make it even more powerful and faster acting. Plus, there was the issue of the taste, which no one enjoyed. So I worked on sourcing the ingredients and finding the right manufacturing partner. I finally settled on a cutting-edge manufacturing facility within the United States. I checked that they're FDA registered and compliant with GMP, or good manufacturing practice. Their chief chemist worked with us to refine the formula and perfect it for manufacture. He also had a brilliant idea that had Dr. Truman and me jumping for joy. The doc and I had planned on creating a product in conventional pill format. That would have worked for sure. But the chief chemist's idea was much better. He saw the doc had worked to increase bioavailability, speeding absorption so the product works faster. And he had an exciting new way to accelerate that process. He suggested we produce the product in gummy form. His company had devised an innovative process that makes supplements in gummy format far more potent than regular pills. You see, the problem with pills is they digest slowly. This means they often pass right through your body without the key ingredients being digested. All the good stuff goes down the toilet, literally. But when you take a gummy, the formula dissolves in your mouth. That means the key ingredients get fully absorbed into your bloodstream, so you get maximum benefit. They also taste far better and are sweet, like candy. This way, there's no need to try and wash the bad taste of a pill out of your mouth every time you take it, or risk it getting stuck in your throat. Dr. Truman and I were both incredibly excited about the idea. The exotic island Loophole had just got even better. Finally, the product was ready. A safe, plant-based gummy that you can chew on to deliver maximum fat-burning power to every cell in your body. Jane was the first to try the new format. I didn't think we could possibly beat the results of our first test, but I was wrong. Jane found the gummy much tastier. She simply popped one in her mouth and it went to work quickly, channeling all the power of all those super antioxidant ingredients to where they're needed most. A few days later, she stepped on the scales and found she had lost 3 pounds. Heck, this new preparation was working better than ever. And when she went for a health check a short time later, her doctor was astonished, saying,
"Jane, I can't believe the change in you. Since your last checkup, you've dropped over 54 pounds. That's 6 dress sizes. Your heart, cholesterol, and blood pressure are that of a 21-year-old. Your dopamine levels, the happy hormone, are 60% higher. Your resting heart rate is that of a professional athlete. Best of all, I have your blood test results. Take a look. Your antioxidant levels are now 900% higher than before. That's 9 times more calorie burning, 9 times more fat loss. In all my years as a doctor, I've never seen anything like this. Whatever you're doing, keep doing it."
That was all the encouragement we needed to roll out the new product. And when our beta testers tried the gummies, they were just as excited. They got the same fat-burning power as before, but now it acted faster than ever. Soon the messages were coming thick and fast.
Talk about accelerated weight loss, LOL.
I put new batteries in my bathroom skills because I thought I was getting an error. But no, I really did lose that much weight.
This is fantastic. I'll be wearing a bikini on the beach this year. That's for sure. And I'll be proud of how I look.
The stories we heard blew my mind. As our beta testers replaced electron dysfunction with electron cohesion, their metabolisms surged. Fat burning went into overdrive, and they incinerated stubborn fat at blowtorch speed. Ugly cellulite melted away, replaced with clear, glowing skin that looked healthy and attractive. Naturally, they started sharing their success stories on Facebook and Instagram. Betty shared how she lost 55 pounds in months and saved her marriage. Rodrigo's before and after pics showed how his beer belly melted away in just weeks. And Anna tweeted about stunning her old schoolmates at their annual reunion. And all of this was achieved not through diet and exercise, but simply by enjoying a tasty gummy once a day. Amazing. By now, I was desperate to get our new product into the hands of more people. As Dr. Truman said, we had a duty to spread the word and finally end the weight gain epidemic that's plaguing the Western world. And now we had the means to do that. It was literally in our hands. One small gummy that could change the world. I was so excited to think about what would happen when people tried the product. Finally, their lives would be transformed. No more being trapped in a body they hate, feeling fat, frumpy, and unloved. Never again having to put up with condescending looks, rude comments about their size, or being rejected as a fatty. No more going through the endless diet binge cycle, yo-yoing from one failure to the next. Never again having to give up their favorite foods or slave away for hours in the gym. No more feeling there's no escape from getting fatter and fatter. Instead, they'd enjoy all the wonderful, amazing benefits of a slim, toned figure. Regaining a sculpted body to be proud of, one that earns admiring glances and endless compliments. Enjoying glowing skin, shinier hair, and a feeling of unstoppable radiant health. Looking years younger and enjoying the energy of a teenager. Reducing the risk of your most common health concerns. Increasing sex drive and recreating loving relationships and nights of unbridled passion. Rediscovering an unquenchable zest for life and living each day to the fullest once more. So we decided we couldn't wait any longer. We invested all our resources in bringing this game-changing supplement to the world right away. And now it's here. So today, I'm very proud to introduce you to the most exciting health innovation of the decade, PuraDrop. For the first time ever, you have a real opportunity to shed all those unwanted pounds, quickly and easily. Instead of beating yourself up with diet and exercise, all you need is this exotic island loophole. Now, you can finally end the misery caused by electron dysfunction and enjoy the health-restoring benefits of electron cohesion instead. Simply by taking Puradrop once a day, you can banish the weight loss blues and incinerate fat the way you're supposed to. Puradrop is nothing like the weight loss pills and potions that have let you down so many times before. Based on Dr. Truman's unique formula, it's packed with the exact blend of exotic super antioxidants you need to shred fat, tone your body, and sculpt the figure of your dreams. And remember, Puradrop is presented in a convenient gummy form. Instead of a hard-to-swallow pill, you get a delicious gummy that you can chew on each day. That way, you achieve maximum absorption, helping you lose weight as quickly as possible. Puradrop is an all-natural compound, free from caffeine, toxins, and stimulants. That means it won't make you jittery or keep you awake at night. Instead, Puradrop replenishes your body with a wealth of health-giving nutrients, making you feel happier and more energized. Best of all, Puradrop is totally safe too. It's manufactured right here in the USA in an FDA-registered and GMP-certified facility. We check all our ingredients to ensure the product is 100% plant-based, vegetarian, soy-free, and non-GMO. But even that's not enough for us. We also insist on regular third-party inspections and quality control. That way, we can guarantee the highest levels of potency and purity. So now, you can breathe a big sigh of relief. You found the fat-burning solution you've been waiting for all these years. You've learned how you've been deceived by the big weight loss corporations and, thank goodness, put the days of pointless diet and exercise behind you. Instead, you're going to pop a tasty gummy in your mouth once a day and enjoy all the benefits of a slim, attractive body. Just imagine yourself proudly walking into a dinner party or family event wearing tight, figure-hugging clothes that make everyone stare with admiration. Going to the beach and showing off your new toned body without the slightest feeling of shame or embarrassment. Rebuilding the passion in your life, either regaining the intimacy with your partner or attracting someone new and wonderful into your life. Getting treated better when you walk into a shop or a restaurant and not feeling out of place. Feeling happier and more energetic than you have since your college days. Relaxing, knowing that you can look forward to a long, healthy life for decades to come. Imagine the smile on your face as jealous colleagues try to figure out your secret. They'll watch you eating ice cream, chocolate, and cake, wondering how on earth you can do that and remain so fantastically slim. They'll think you cheated somehow. Or what about the delicious feeling of being admired, chased, and desired? When you look good and regain your confidence, you'll never again have to worry about being lonely or getting left on the shelf. Your love life will take a turn for the better, filled with romance, love, and intimacy. So let me ask you a question. If you could finally lose weight once and for all, how much would that be worth to you? You know that many weight loss retreats and clinics charge over $10,000 for their programs? Hiring a personal trainer to get you into shape can easily cost thousands of dollars a year, and that's with no guarantee of success. But I'm not in this to make profit. Like Dr. Truman, I just want to do the right thing and share the exotic island loophole with the world. I want you to eat the food you love without feeling guilty, and I want you to cancel your expensive gym membership. You don't need it. When Dr. Truman and I did the math, we found we'd need to charge around $300 a bottle to make a decent profit. That seemed fair to me, as we've invested tens of thousands of dollars in preparing the product, but the good doctor had other ideas. He said, if we sell Puradrop at a lower price, we can help more people. It's the right thing to do. I suggested dropping the price to $199, but Truman said no. Next, I put forward $150, but that was a non-starter as well. And even when I dropped the price to $100, the doctor wouldn't budge. In the end, I caved in and gave up on the idea of making any kind of profit. I'm taking Dr. Truman's advice and offering Puradrop at cost price. That way, we can give the middle finger to the weight loss corporations and drive them crazy. So, the regular price for Puradrop is going to be $79 for a 30-day supply. You have to admit, that's an amazing deal. Instead of ponying up $10,000 for a weight loss retreat, you can invest less than $80 and lose more weight faster. What's not to like? But as we're in the launch phase right now, I'm going to offer you an even better deal. You won't have to pay $79 because I want you to have every incentive to try Puradrop. You see, I know that when you see the pounds of flab falling away from your body, you'll tell your friends about it. Then they'll want to try PureDrop too, and we can help even more people. So you won't have to pay $79 or even $69. Right now, and for a limited time, you can get a 30-day supply of PureDrop for a simple one-time payment of just $59. That's the lowest price you'll ever see for this life-changing product. And it won't stay that low for long. But there's a way you can get an even better value for your money. Based on the results from our beta testers, Dr. Truman found people who took PureDrop for longer get the best results. They lose more fat, strip away all unwanted cellulose, and build the healthiest bodies. So he recommends you take PureDrop for at least 3 months, or better still, 6 months. That way you ensure that electron dysfunction is wiped out of your system and replaced with electron cohesion for good. Because I want you to get the very best results, I'm offering deep discounts today if you order 3 months or 6 months supply. And when I say deep, I mean really deep. In fact, you can own your own personal supply of PureDrop for as little as $39 per bottle. That's only $1.30 a day. You get to save even more money. Plus, you get to be even slimmer and healthier. You can't lose. But wait, there's more. When you choose the 3 or 6 bottle option, you'll also get a special bonus, the 1-day Mediterranean Detox. This easy-to-read handbook explains a simple way to cleanse your body, so you get even better results with PureDrop. From day 1, you'll be shedding pounds faster than you thought possible. The 1-day Mediterranean Detox usually sells for $59.95, but you get it free when you purchase multiple bottles of PureDrop. You don't pay a single cent for this. You can detox your body for free. But that's not all. When you choose the 3 or 6 bottle option, which we strongly recommend because of supply issues, you get another fantastic bonus too. We'll also send you Recharge and Renew. This innovative masterpiece shows you how to relieve stress, relax your body, and live confidently with these proven techniques. Recharge and Renew usually sells for $49.95, but you get it free with your multiple bottle order. That's a heck of a deal, but I'm not done yet. When you order 6 bottles, you get even better value for your money. That's because we're throwing in free shipping in the US too. That's right, place a 6-bottle order today and we'll ship your entire order without charging a single cent for shipping. Plus, you get to buy bottles of PureDrop for just $39 each, the lowest price we'll ever offer. Wow, that's a lot of stuff. So let's recap what's on offer. Choose the 3 or 6 bottle option today and you'll get preferential pricing. Plus, both the 1-day Mediterranean Detox, valued at $59.95, and Recharge and Renew, valued at $49.95. Choose the 6-bottle option and you'll get all the books, along with the lowest possible price of just $39 a bottle, plus free shipping anywhere in the United States. No wonder so many people are placing multiple bottle orders right now. Obviously, these are fantastic deals that we can't sustain for long. We're offering them now to help spread the word about PureDrop, but they will end soon. So don't risk missing out. Check below and pick the money-saving option that's best for you. Remember, of course, that you get the deepest discounts when you select the 3-month or 6-month supply. Then click through to our 100% safe, secure checkout page that looks like this, and fill in your details. As soon as you confirm your order, we'll ship it out to you the same day. No future billing and no other costs. You just pay a modest one-time fee and you're good to go. We'll get your order to you as soon as we possibly can. If you're in the United States, that will be within 3 to 5 business days. International orders may take a little longer, closer to 7 business days. But if you have questions or want to check on the status of your order, you can contact our friendly customer support agents at any time. They love to help. Remember, you can only get this fat incinerating product right here on this page. You won't find PureDrop for sale on Amazon, eBay, or anywhere else online. And you won't see it in stores such as GNC, CVS, or Walgreens. We're keeping the price low by cutting out the middleman and shipping to you direct. One quick warning though. As you know, PureDrop features a whole host of special ingredients with super antioxidant properties. These are hard to source, especially as we use only the highest quality ingredients. To be honest, the speed at which PureDrop is selling took us by surprise, and we're struggling to keep up. We knew people would love it, But with so many people ordering 6 months' supplies, we're running out of stock fast. We're fighting to source more ingredients, but this demand is pushing the price up. Even if we can get more of the right ingredients, the cost will be much higher. Because of this, I can't guarantee holding the current price after today. If you order right now, you'll lock in the lowest price you'll ever see. But if you wait until tomorrow, it could be too late. The price may have gone up considerably, or we may run out of stock altogether. Over 92% of people do the smart thing and order 6 bottles now to lock in the best deal. That way, they get the lowest price per bottle. You'll never see a better deal for PuraDrop ever. 2 great guides, the 1-day Mediterranean Detox worth $59.95 and Recharge and Renew worth $49.95. That's a total value of $109.90. But you get them both free of charge. Free shipping. We'll ship your bottles to you anywhere in the United States without charging a cent for shipping. That's why most people go for the 6-bottle option. It's a no-brainer decision. I strongly recommend you do the same thing to guarantee the best outcome. Right now, we have 6 bottles put aside, especially for you. We've put a hold on them so no one else can take them. But if you close this page, that hold disappears, and someone else will get your bottles and your low-price deal. We've even noticed people stocking up and hoarding 12 or 24 bottles at a time, so don't hesitate. After all, now that you've heard my story, you know I'm the real deal. You can trust me and Dr. Truman to deliver on our promise. We're not part of the greedy weight loss industry that wants to suck all your money. On the contrary, we're the mavericks who want to give regular people like you the honesty they deserve. You could spend hours reading our 5-star reviews or checking out the wonderful things the media are saying. But you don't need to, because PuraDrop is backed by a rock-solid 6-month, 180-day money-back guarantee. In fact, it's more than a guarantee. It's our personal promise. In the very unlikely event that PuraDrop doesn't work for you, just return the unused portion for a full refund, no questions asked. So you don't even have to say yes today. Maybe is enough. Just choose your package, place your order, and try it for yourself. I'm prepared to offer such an exceptional guarantee because I know how much you'll love PuraDrop. I know that once you see the pounds falling away in the first week, you won't want to send it back. You'll want to continue your exciting weight loss journey, finally getting rid of all that stubborn fat, slimming down several dress sizes, and looking fantastic. As you know, I'm not in this to make a profit. I'm just trying to help. If you don't experience the benefits of the exotic island Loophole and build the body of your dreams, I don't want your money. If you don't incinerate fat fast, regain boundless energy, and become the envy of your friends, I'll give you a full refund, even if you've had PuraDrop for 179 days. In fact, I'll even let you keep all the bonuses, just to say thank you for giving PuraDrop a try. There's really nothing to stop you from getting started right now. No risk, no commitment. Just choose how many bottles you want to stock up with and place your order. Then you can enjoy the same life-changing benefits so many of our customers are experiencing.
I went up in the attic and found a box of clothes from before I was married. Oh my God, I was able to actually fit into those tight-fitting jeans. I'm wearing skirts, shorts, and shirts that show off my new trim figure, and I'm loving every minute of it. Ordering 3 bottles of PuraDrop was truly a life-changing decision for me.
At last, my embarrassing beer gut is gone. I can see my toes for the first time in years, and I feel 10 years younger. That pudgy face look has disappeared, along with those awful love handles. You know, I even got the confidence to upload my new pics to Tinder. And guess what? I'm getting dates.
I have tried so many diet pills and potions over the years, and none of them seem to work. Either they're hard to swallow, or they just don't seem to have any effect. But then I found PuraDrop. PuraDrop is a game changer. I just pop one of these gummies in my mouth, and it tastes so delicious, and I can literally feel the fat melting away. I've lost 32 pounds. I feel better, healthier, and happier than I have for years. In fact, I'm so delighted with the results, I've ordered 6 more bottles.
So now you have a choice. You can continue down the same old path, packing on more pounds and pounding away at the gym. You can try the next diet fad, struggling to live on lettuce while your friends enjoy tasty meals and delicious desserts. Or you could waste even more money on a crazy workout program that leaves you exhausted and miserable. Yes, you can dismiss everything you've seen here today and pretend it doesn't apply to you. If you're happy being prey for the greedy weight loss corporations, that's your choice. They'll happily take thousands of dollars of your money while delivering next to nothing in return. You can continue to struggle with electron dysfunction, putting up with poor metabolism that forces you to gain weight. If you don't mind being unhealthy and dying young, that's fine. Nobody's forcing you to have a slim, sexy, and attractive body. But why would you, when there's a much better option? You can choose a healthier path that will bring joy and happiness back into your life. You too can experience the power of the exotic island Loophole, just like so many of our customers. You can witness fat almost melting away from your body as you restore electron cohesion and set your metabolism on fire. You can remove stubborn belly fat, trim your buns and thighs, burn off cellulite, and drop dozens of pounds. You'll restore your energy, confidence, and sex drive. Your moods will improve, and you will love every minute of your life, all by popping a tasty gummy in your mouth just once a day. As I said, you don't even have to make a decision yet. Just give me a maybe by placing your order risk-free, knowing you are fully protected by our ironclad guarantee. The average American spends $1,860 per year trying to lose weight and get in shape. And after all that miserable dieting and exercise, they usually end up fatter than before. But you don't have to spend anywhere near $1,860 to lose weight fast with PuraDrop. $59 is all it takes to burn fat the right way, even while eating delicious food and relaxing on your sofa. That's about the cost of 1 week of gym membership, yet PuraDrop delivers much better results, so much faster. Let's be honest, you're still here because you know you need to make a big change in your life. If you carry on as you are now, you can expect declining health, depression, brain fog, and endless frustration. You've been around that cycle so many times, all because they've been hiding the truth from you about the real cause of weight gain. Now you know the truth, and you finally have the answer at your fingertips. A real solution that can turn things around and give you the healthy body you deserve. A small investment of a few dollars is all that stands between you and your dream future. Place your order today, and you'll open the door to the happiness the weight loss industry has denied you. And realistically, what other option do you have? Sure, you could pass on this offer to save a few dollars today, but the cost of that decision will be high. The medical costs of being overweight will continue to burden you. Unless, of course, you take the smart option. Emulate the success of our happiest customers by selecting a 6-month supply and saying maybe to a slimmer, happier future. That way, you'll discover the joy of a sexier body, strong nails, shiny hair, and a big smile. You'll have boundless energy for having fun with your friends, playing with your kids, doing vigorous activities, enjoying romantic evenings, and more. Like the people of Ikaria, you will look forward to a long, wonderful future. Maybe you'll still be loving family life at 105, like great-grandma. For once, it's time to put yourself first. Take this opportunity to own the future you deserve and feel the joy of making the right decision. Because there's no downside, no auto shipping, no recurring payments, no hidden costs. Just place your order and start taking 1 gummy a day. Who knew losing weight could be so easy and so inexpensive? But bottles are flying off the shelves as I speak and stocks are running out fast. So choose your 3-month or 6-month package now to stock up with PuraDrop while you can. I know you'll love the experience, just like our thousands of delighted customers. Just think about how exciting it will be to open up the package and seeing the solution to your weight loss worries right there before your eyes. Imagine the experience of popping that first PuraDrop gummy in your mouth, knowing the fat is melting away as your gummy dissolves. There's no other feeling like it. But if you're not happy with the experience for any reason, you're always protected by that unconditional 180-day, no-quibble guarantee. Just talk to our friendly customer service team and they'll refund every cent without question. I'll have to wrap this up now as I'm needed at the warehouse. Orders for PuraDrop are coming in so fast, it's all hands on deck to get product shipped out. I think there's a real danger we'll sell out, so don't hesitate another moment. Because you're not just making this decision for yourself, Think about all the people who love you and want to have you around. You owe it to them to put your health first. I know you're ready to experience the wonder of the exotic island Loophole for yourself. So pick your preferred package and place your order right now. You know it's the right thing to do. Hey, if you're still here, I guess that means you have some questions. So let me quickly answer the most common queries that come across my desk. Question number 1, is PureDrop the right choice for me? If you're super slim and have no excess fat anywhere, maybe not. But if you're like most of us and struggling to lose weight, then the answer is yes. PureDrop will work for you if you have unwanted fat on your belly, thighs, buns, face, arms, or legs. It's perfect for removing stubborn fat that you just can't get rid of. Plus, it's ideal for demolishing cellulite and other ugly fat deposits around your body. The best way to find out if it's right for you is to try it. 99% of our customers achieve the success they want right out of the gate, so I'm sure it'll work for you. But if not, you're always protected by our 100% money-back guarantee. You can't go wrong. Question number 2, how does PureDrop work? PureDrop tackles the real root cause of weight gain, which is a slow metabolism. This is a direct result of electron dysfunction damaging your cells as you get older and making your metabolism inefficient. PureDrop packs a unique and potent combination of ingredients, including a powerful cocktail of super antioxidants that tackle electron dysfunction head-on. The result is electron cohesion, which accelerates your metabolism. You then naturally burn fat faster every moment of the day, and even when you're sleeping too. It's this unique formulation that makes PureDrop the most effective weight loss solution by far. Question number 3. Why is PureDrop presented in gummy format? The big problem with conventional diet pills is they don't dissolve fast enough in the body, so they may pass through your system without the key ingredients being absorbed. PureDrop fixes this problem by using a gummy format. By chewing the gummy, it releases the key ingredients to be absorbed immediately. This is what makes PureDrop extra potent, allowing you to achieve amazingly fast weight loss. Also, by turning it into gummy form, it tastes like candy. Question number 4. What does PureDrop contain? PureDrop is specially formulated to produce maximum weight loss impact. It includes a proprietary blend of ingredients that act together to accelerate fat burning. The ingredients include vinagre de cidre de manzana. A 2018 study of this powerful ingredient shows it possesses significant anti-hyperglycemic and antioxidant effects. That makes it perfect for addressing electron dysfunction and bringing greater atomic harmony. Plus, research shows this ingredient also supports healthy cholesterol and blood sugar levels within normal ranges. Then there's iodine. One study shows that iodine can be an antioxidant that's effective in reducing free electron damage. As a major bonus, it also helps to support thyroid function. Research shows that people with a healthy thyroid lose weight naturally. The formula also includes pomegranate juice, which contains higher levels of antioxidants than most other fruits. In fact, it has 3 times more antioxidants than red wine or green tea, making it a highly potent ingredient. Pomegranates are also rich in polyphenols and conjugated linolenic acid, both of which have been shown to support weight loss. PureDrop also includes beet juice, which contains multiple antioxidants that help with achieving electron cohesion. These compounds also help support a healthy inflammatory response in the liver, while enhancing its ability to remove toxins from the body. Beet juice does a lot to boost your metabolism and assist you in burning the maximum amount of fat possible. Another key ingredient is folate, which has proven antioxidant properties too. Folate supports healthy blood pressure within the normal range. This is another powerful ingredient that fine-tunes your metabolism. Plus, PureDrop includes several vitamins with antioxidant properties such as B6 and B12. Together, these ingredients work in harmony to achieve highly accelerated weight loss. Question number 5. Where and how is PureDrop manufactured? PureDrop is manufactured right here in the USA in an FDA-registered and GMP-certified facility. We check all our ingredients to ensure the product is 100% plant-based, vegetarian, soy-free, and non-GMO. We also insist on regular third-party inspections and quality control. That way, we know we can guarantee the highest levels of potency and purity. Question 6. What if PuraDrop doesn't work for me? Based on the experience of thousands of customers, it's highly unlikely that will be the case. But if you are one of the tiny minority who fail to get results with PuraDrop, we won't hesitate to refund you. PuraDrop is backed by a rock-solid 6-month, 180-day money-back guarantee. In fact, it's more than a guarantee. It's our personal promise. In the very unlikely event that PuraDrop doesn't work for you, just return the unused portion for a full refund. No questions asked. So you don't even have to say yes today. Maybe is enough. Just choose your package, place your order, and try it for yourself. I'm prepared to offer such an exceptional guarantee because I know how much you'll love PuraDrop. Question number 7. How many bottles should I order? We found that people get the best results when using PuraDrop for several months. This gives enough time for the formulation to reach maximum power, achieving full electron cohesion at around 6 months. So we strongly recommend you choose a 3-month or 6-month supply. That way, you not only get the most potent outcome, you also protect yourself against out-of-stock problems. Question number 8. How do I take PuraDrop? That's easy. Just pop a tasty PuraDrop gummy in your mouth once a day to experience all the benefits this amazing product has to offer. Question 9. Do I need to diet or exercise? As we've already discussed, research shows that most diet and exercise programs don't actually help you lose weight in the long term. So no, you don't need to change the way you eat or live. You can continue enjoying all your favorite foods and work out at your own pace. Question number 9. Are there any hidden fees? No, we are totally upfront about the costs. There's no auto shipping or recurring billing and no hidden charges to catch you unaware. You just pay a small one-time fee to enjoy all the amazing benefits PuraDrop has to offer. Question number 10. What should I do now? Simply choose the package that's right for you. Remembering that the 3-month or 6-month supply options offer the deepest discounts. Fill in your details on the order form that looks like this and confirm your order. We'll ship your order out the same day. If you're in the US, you will get your shipment within a few days. International orders may take a little longer. Of course, you are always protected by our 180-day risk-free guarantee, so there's no reason to hesitate. Place your order now and get started on the journey to a slimmer, happier version of you.